a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Condors and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It'll be the Condors will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bulldogs offense as they take control of the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for Week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Condors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass, it's right. Working that wide receiver screen. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Condors will punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff for Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Bull! Fit it in the window for the score. It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like, first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front. Maybe a crease. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. He's got 50 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance. It really keeps you on your heels.
Calm down,
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. The hand to the running back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Go up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 95, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Georgia sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To throw, it's Stockton. Puts it out of the air. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Georgia going up tempo.
You can get all that stuff in there.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Bulldogs are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air on second down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he'll be out of bounds. Turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Could be an alley. He's up to 73 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They believe they can run right here. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. He missed it. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating.
He's going to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Across the 45. A lot of room to the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Creates a little space. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed down by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw, it's right. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it'll be the Condors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Condors line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and he's stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's right. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And it'll be the Condors want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Holly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. And missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Condors will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, he's going to bring it back from right in front of his own end zone. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Inside 30 to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield is Stockton. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Humphries. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium at Athens. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. They have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Caught, and he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And it'll be the Condors getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's right. Setting up the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Makes a connection. chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice for
Touchdown, Condors! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Breaks the tackle and he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Condors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Hard running there. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They'll keep it on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, I don't know about this. Makes the catch at the goal line. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No, yes, perfect, great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans, I'm going to make something happen, and he sure as heck does when he gets it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long through the 26. Back to throw. It's right. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
And it'll be the Condors will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his man. It's Wiley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him, because so far the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And he'll just take a knee and... We'll start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Here comes the option. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Condors with the 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense. A lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Going to the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, looking for a man. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
This game hasn't gone the way. But coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The run inside. It's Stevens. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.